Yeah, you're listening to a verbal beat. Verbal.net. Vinny Paz. Official Pistol Gang. OPG. Brat!
Okay, when it comes to the big picture, let's take a moment to step back for a second, and we'll talk about like the whole reflecting on faults. It's almost like going to the gym and bench pressing or working on arm day and skipping leg day or not doing cardio. There's a balance at the point. The problem is they want to get done, but when it comes time to doing it, there's more conflict and cooperation. EPL 3.1 phone in the control room right now, and I'm about your latest project. How's that going? Shout outs to the artist right there. Let's talk a bit more about the artist that you have in studio and the development that you're working on. Work that equates into it. Now, when someone takes their own cash and puts it into you in a way that allows you to make cash, you choosing to convert that cash back to cash is your decision. Now, if you have something that costs about $2 and you can make anywhere from $2 to $20 off of it, depending on donation, price tag, or request, or influence, and if that doesn't happen, that's your fault, insurance. I can do is what you asked me to do, and you get half up front. I don't think I can say the same. However, piece by piece, if we go name to name, I ain't gonna lay no blame. I'm just saying, if I'm putting an event together, or when I'm putting an event together, there needs to be rehearsals before the event. But everybody's too busy to coordinate what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it, when and where they're gonna set it up, and do like working.
Straight out of down to stop
someone submitted weeks prior to the event, so there can be a compilation CD for those who would be coming to the event, so that when they're making a contribution to those artists, we're getting something in return. There's going to be, I don't know, free meals that some things people walk out on because they're too busy getting drunk. This isn't a problem, but it would have been more beneficial had they taken the time to enjoy the food. So when I'm talking about a few people who came down, you know, not naming names because naming names would be laying blame and I'm seeking solutions. Episode 47 of Block Talk is going to be another element by which there will be some kind of influential basically. Well, let me break it down. Well, I've been told how to keep the thing, so I need to speak like a professional, and I'm on the air right now, so ultimately right now, what I'm saying is, the way I see it is this: if I can afford to buy the burgers, and you can afford to buy the bugs, and someone else can afford to buy the chips, and someone else can afford to buy the pop, that's a lot easier than anybody else trying to buy all of it by themselves. You know what I mean? And everybody trying to, you know what I mean? Everybody trying to eat, but a few people are trying to share their food. You're talking to a man who took lasagna and, you know, ran a couple extra dishes to his neighbors. So when it comes to the big words, it's like I'm trying to expand the mind. I'm trying to get people to think. Like if I say something that you haven't heard before, that's a way to get you to pick up the dictionary and be like, okay, that's what he meant, you know what I mean? But on the level of performances, yeah, this guy actually went to go get food. That's odd. That's awesome. But on the level of performances and things of that nature, the time it would take to argue with what you don't want to do, it would be less time to do what needs to be done. And then instead of working on an event where you're looking for donations or collecting non-perishable food items to give, or setting up clothing and things like that for sale, you could be raffling off tickets or selling the CD as a contribution so they have something back, even if they don't make it to the event. And I'm hoping this is something that is being applied on that's something that when you go to any concert, you're not getting a CD from any of these people you're paying hundreds of dollars to see. You know what I mean? So if I have an event and you're paying $45 to get in, right? $45, $50 to get in. There's transportation happening. You're getting some food. No, it's not no $10 bottles of water. I mean, if anything, the water's free because you pay your entrance fee to an open bar and transportation back to your house. Or, you know what I mean, some other accommodation that allows you to enjoy your evening and be able to remember what's happening. But to hear something like that, oh, that sounds too good, that sounds expensive. When you break it down, you can't find that anywhere. You can't really find that anywhere. And for the event that we have happening in the summer, details again to be released as they come. The location is already in place. You know what I mean? And that's in Durham region. So they must have not fell off the map or something. Nah, the earth is round and the weather's worldwide. So, all right. So you are more than welcome to bring a few of your cam crew. I'd like to see as many people from Niagara region as feel welcome to. You know what I mean? Let's go around to the other end of the Golden Horseshoe and maybe over time we can get a ferry or something so it's only 2 hours across. Not even 2 hours across, an hour across. You know what I mean? Less traffic, more bring the cars on the boats. We got all that water, why aren't we using it? Either way. For real though, for real. All right, no, I'm thinking long term, big picture. All right. So we got to come together. We got to organize. I'm telling you, bringing some of these artists in this industry together is like trying to assemble the Avengers. Everybody's got an ability and an ego. It's just a matter of learning how to control both. All right. So when it comes to your project, sorry to interrupt you in your studio time. You know what I mean? I know you got moves to make. I got to shout out to Bardis. But what I find is, if I may take a moment, that our network overlaps in several different ways. You know what I mean? It's like you know people that I know and I know people that you know out, and it's more than one person. So, you know what I mean? So, for that to even be the case, and you look at how that kind of system more than likely exists in other industries, it's almost like there's a system designed to blind us from others' abilities based on trying to be the best, as opposed to being the best one can be. Like, it's like trying to be better than somebody else instead of trying to be our best self. You know what I mean? And shout out to Marcos Mendoza for that, be your BS. You know what I mean? Be your best self. Yeah, shout out to Django too. You never know if he's tuning in. Some of the information I'm trying to convey right now is some of the information I got from him. Oh wait, hold on, I got a cousin responding to me. Alright. You know, when you're trying to compliment someone, just take the compliment. You know what I mean? I just said, congratulations on your progression. I haven't seen this this young woman in the better part of 10 years. And I just said, good job on what you did. Actually, no, I lied. I saw her and her mom at the mall, but I wasn't sure it was them because it has been so long since I've seen them. And then because of, this whole misconception that I had to be, what everybody saw me as opposed to what I thought I could be. I kind of crawled into my shell a little bit. Feel free to put that in a B-track or whatever. But, and I kind of just went back to my place, and that's the thing. Like, families should be able to work together. Sorry. I'm going to go there.